The Mercedes-Benz Typ 380 is an 8-cylinder powered automobile introduced by the German manufacturer Mercedes-Benz at the Berlin Motor Show in February 1933. It was withdrawn from production during 1934. Several models with similar names were produced by Mercedes-Benz during the 1930s, so that in retrospect the car is frequently identified using the manufacturer's works number as the Mercedes-Benz W22 fitted on the faster cars, but this designation was never officially used by the manufacturer. In 1933, the Mercedes-Benz 380 Sports Tourer was one of the most advanced cars on the market, and was duly admired, although in the end, with only 154 produced over 2 years, it proved in some respects a resounding failure. Engines: the engines started out as the 3,820cc straight-8 from the car's predecessor, but the side valves in the earlier car were now replaced by overhead valves. A new Mercedes-Benz twin carburetor was also fitted. More newsworthy was the availability of a compressor, which instantly established the car's credentials as technologically advanced and which, with the benefit of hindsight, applied an approach which became mainstream in the auto industry only half a century later. The least powerful version carried the engine code M22. It came without a compressor and provided a listed maximum output of 90 picoseconds at 3,200 rpms. This supported a claimed top speed of 120 km per hour. Adding a compressor raised the maximum output to 120 picoseconds at 3,400 rpms. The listed top speed with this engine was 130 km per hour. The car was also available with an integrated compressor, which changed the engine code to M22K, and further raised the maximum power to 140 picoseconds, now at 3,600 rpms. Top speed was 135 km per hour or 145 km per hour according to the final drive ratio fitted. There is also mention of a version with total cylinder capacity bored out to 4019 cc's and maximum output raised, using an integrated compressor, to 144 picoseconds, with performance further enhanced. Running gear: this was the first Mercedes-Benz to use an independent suspension setup, with a double wishbone front axle, double joint swing axle at the rear, and separate wheel location, coil springs and damping. The W22 series had a 4-speed manual gearbox with synchromesh on the top 2 ratios. The brakes operated on all 4 wheels via a hydraulic control mechanism. The headlights were manufactured by Carl Zeiss and set each side of the radiator grille, set behind the chrome Rudge Whitworth wire wheels. Bodies: in bare chassis form, the listed price of the W22 was 13,000 marks, and many buyers will have chosen to buy a car body separately from a bespoke coach builder. Cars using any one of the 6 standard Mercedes-Benz bodies were all listed at 19,500 marks. A 4-door limousine body was offered along with a traditional torpedo-bodied 2-door Oito Renegina Euro. There was a sport roadster, and 3 different cabriolet-bodied cars, designated the Cabriolet A, the Cabriolet B, and the Cabriolet C. The principal differences involved the number of seats and the number of side windows. Commercial: the Mercedes-Benz W22 was widely admired for its advanced high-performance engine, for its sophisticated independent suspension and for the stylish elegance of the bodies. Its handling characteristics were infinitely superior to those of high-powered cars from competitor manufacturers who were still using rigid axle-based suspension configurations. However, this led to calls for still more raw speed, and in 1934 the Typ 380 per Watt 22 was replaced by the Typ 500 carats per Watt 29, a slightly larger car with a significantly larger engine and, where a compressor was specified, 160 picoseconds of power. After less than 2 years, production of the Typ 380 ceased, with 154 built. Just 7 were lightweight, open, 2-seat sporting roadsters bodied by Mercedes-Benz Euro unregistered trademark S-own Sindelfingen Coachworks. Models: 380, 380S, 380SS, 380SSK, 380SSKL, 380K compressor, 380 Roadster. References: Werner Oswald, Mercedes-Benz Personenwagen 1886 Euro 1986, Motorbuch Verlag, Stuttgart 1987, ISBN 3613011336, Oswald, Werner. Deutsche Autos 1920-1945, Band 2. Motorbuch Verlag. ISBN 3-613-02170-6.